Hello, I am Balansama Sanko, Campaign Coordinator, Stand Against Discrimination, Saralin. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you all here today and to thank you for taking the time out from your busy life to make the effort to attend this workshop. Topic: Human Rights Campaign in support of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community (LGBT). Introduction: the objective of this meeting is to decrease the targeted audience and society perception of this subset of population, for them to be treated fairly, less humiliation and abusive treatment at work, home, school, mosques, church, etc. The goal is to demonstrate that this population should not be an outcast of society, but rather an integral and vital part of the Sierra Leone community. The importance of such a campaign was first discussed at a workshop held in Paris, France, on the 10th to the 11th December 1948. It was the first declaration about the rights and freedom of the individual to be adopted by the United Nations. Discrimination among the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community (LGBT) is a crisis in Africa, Sierra Leone to be specific. The topic was then further discussed at a sub-regional workshop in Ethiopia, a threat to discrimination among the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community in Africa. On the 14th to the 16th December 1948, all participants at this meeting have been provided with a recommendation from both this workshop. Targeted audience: non-LGBT member aged 18 to 35, living in Sierra Leone. According to research, 90% of this subset targeted audience has a rock-solid desire to achieve nothing if proper education or awareness is delivered. Today, as we recognize our principal driving force for the foreseeable future is technology, we will use projector and laptop computer to do our presentation. Workshop size 8 to 12. Reason: we want everyone to have an opportunity to have his question answered and to get some individual attention by the presenter. Time available: as a start, the workshop will run for an hour. Activity: we will play fun game for participants to interact with each other for 20 minutes. Break. Purpose of the workshop: we want to introduce people to a way we all should respect one alternative lifestyle rather than cutting ourselves from each other. Preparation, closure, review agenda, give participants chance to ask for feedback on the presentation presented. Follow up, summary. Through my own experience, I have no doubt that networking, whether it is formal or informal, whether it involves scientific research or merely information exchange, is vital in human rights campaign. I also believe that the success of such campaign lies in good fear management with the unanimous support and backing of its members. I now leave you in the good hand of an unbiased facilitator to lead us through this discussion. Thanks, Campaign Coordinator. I am glad for the opportunity as a facilitator for this workshop. Before I proceed, I am Balansama Sanko, or you can call me Balan in conversation. A gentle reminder: our topic for this workshop is Human Rights Campaign in support of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community. The lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender health campaign are determined to increase social awareness in Sierra Leone, West Africa. The goal is to demonstrate that this population should not be an outcast of society, but rather an integral and vital part of the Sierra Leone community. We will use social media, community-based organization, religious group, ethnic group, the 16 different languages across the countries, and other platforms to disseminate awareness to limit the existing discrimination. Let's take a careful look at the video. It will help us to understand in depth why we should avoid discrimination. The lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender population face greater discrimination within their local community, family, religion, etc., which has caused many of them to commit suicide, abuse drugs, have psychiatric disorder, experience violence, etc. Their alternative lifestyle often cause stigmatization, and this often leads to denial of their civil and human rights. Their lives are as important as the rest of society, and so to lessen the LGBT health disparities and put a greater effort into improving their health can result in them living long and having healthy and productive life. I believe the improvement in the quality of life for the LGBT community will ultimately be reflected in our society as a whole, instead of having a marginalized segment standing outside the larger community. We will have a more integrated society as a whole, bringing increased productivity, wealth, and we will have greater health benefits such as increased mental health and physical well-being, and ultimately greater longevity. Location for the campaign: Saralin, West Africa. The reason behind this location mentioned above is because of the perception they have about the LGBT health. The government and society are very careless about this segment of the population well-being. The country has 71,740 square kilometer area with a population of 7,976,983 people and 16 ethnic groups, each with a different language. According to the recent education policy in Sierra Leone, 69.3% of the male population is illiterate, while 80% of the female population is illiterate. The campaign message will be distributed in the 16 different languages across the country, so the message can be easily and accurately be spread among them. I personally will recommend that the United Nations to implement the above campaign because one of their primary objectives is to help this segment of the population to gain their civil and human rights. Situation analysis for drugs abuse among the LGBT community. From research and study conducted by the Ministry of Health, factors such as drugs abuse involving marijuana, heroin, alcohol, and other drugs has been one of the key factors that is affecting the LGBT population. Studies have shown 7% of mental health patients are from this subset of our population. Drug abuse has been one of the major contributing problems for mental illness in our society, Sierra Leone. Audience analysis. According to CDC, gay men are at high risk and having increased incidence of gonorrhea, human papillomavirus, and HIV. Lesbian and bisexual women are less likely to get preventive cancer screening. In many parts of the country, LGBT population are facing a lot of discrimination, which has caused a huge number of their population to engage in drug abuse as a means to distract from the discrimination they are facing within their community. To lessen the drug abuse among this subset of population in Sierra Leone has been a greater challenge to the government because of society perception. They view this subset of population as an outcast and that their lives are not important as the rest of society just because of their alternative lifestyle. Religious belief, culture, peer pressure, lack of education, lack of legal recognition of same-sex partner have been a greater barrier. The The improvement in the quality of life for the LGBT community will ultimately be reflected in our society as a whole, instead of having a marginalized segment standing outside the larger community. We will have a consolidated and inclusive population.